Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zakabane101, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play SimCity. In the last episode, we were playing on Boreal, and things went horribly awry, and now the town has become bankrupt. So, we're going to need to do some things to bail them out, which is, for one, start a new city, but also, we need to make sure this town isn't going to be in the worst case scenario, so we're actually going to disable a few things. We're going to keep the coal mine running because that's only 200 an hour, which is surprisingly cheap, but we're going to disable the recycling facility because it is overpriced, and in all honesty, 32 people that recycle is not very much. We need more educated people for that, but the foundation is there, so in the future, we will be able to turn that thing back on when we're making a bit more money. As for anything else, well, the school does cost 1,000 an hour, but it is for education, so we'll hold on to it. We're getting some very low land values and things like that. Actually, we're going to depower the coal mine as well. This thing's going to go offline. Library is 100 a day, so we're going to just keep that for now. And just let people continue to get educated for now. But we will be paying off these bonds. We only need about just over 100,000 to pay off all of them, so not too bad. With a new town, that should be no problem at all. But my idea is we're going to replace the coal mine and we're going to focus a little bit more on gambling on this town and tourism. And purely just kind of get lots of education for the area, which is extremely expensive. But with gambling and whatnot, we should hopefully be able to pay off those nasty taxes and bills and all that crap. But yeah, the bonds are definitely hurting us quite significantly here. So let's go over to the region map. And we have a new place to go, and we actually just claimed it the other day. So we're going to go over to Brakeman's Folly, which is somehow doing okay, with 50,000 simoleons and 0 people inside. Of course, you could go to Angelos or Sindri and just kind of wait it out for a few seconds and just like kind of throw the money over at this main town. But I think it's more fun to start up a new city for now and see where we go from there. So let's go load up the city of Brakeman's Folly. And here, we're going to be focusing on a more coal-oriented town, I believe. Because, I mean, even though the town looks absolutely gorgeous, you know, tons of trees, nice little valley that goes down for where the water's going to be. I think still mining some stuff in this location is definitely a good idea. We could focus still on a little bit of education with a grade school, potentially a high school if we make enough money, which we should. But this town's really going to is really going to focus on pumping out a lot of resources, in particular ore. So let's go take a look at ore map here. It's a little bit scattered around the zone, it seems, but that's okay. We'll definitely set up our ore mining facilities just in this area here. In fact, we're just going to section these off immediately. Yeah, let's do something along these lines. We kind of go for some curvy roads here. And just go around the area. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Very nice. Yes, very, very carefully. Oh, that's a curvy road. Too curvy for my liking, actually. Too curvy indeed. Actually, oh, this is where the roads decide to be weird. There we go. This is much better. Now, can I get the road to work in my favor? I don't think I can. Let's go ahead and delete some stuff. What I'm going to do for this town, though, it's going to be focused very much, again, low residential. It's going to be medium wealth. You know, your standard town. I think low wealth people could actually make a decent amount of money for a town, especially considering you can get quite a few of them, I'm sure. Wait, why did it work perfectly this time? Oh, no, because I deleted it, of course. I'm just crazy. There we go. Yes. Yes. Looking good. Just keep making the curvy roads. Connecting to all the nodes here. No idea if this is going to work very well at all. Have a nice little straight road here. Looks absolutely hideous. That's fine. Let's have this road connect over to the highway. And then... how else can we do this? Should we just attach a new road here in the middle? We could totally do that, actually. Surprisingly so, we could totally do this. And why not, right? Why not? Let's give it a shot. It might end in failure, but hey, failure is always a fun thing, because then you get to realize what you did wrong, which is probably everything. There we are. And up that goes. Nice. It looks super weird. But this might actually be pretty cool for getting that ore going on. So this is going to be all sectioned off. This is going to be entirely ore and industrial. It's going to be some industrial mixed in there. And then we're going to need a trade depot in the middle of the highway. We can also put one on the railway down here at the side. But we're going to need some water. And of course, a better way to get water than from the local lake. Let's go ahead and disable the ore locator. See, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to try and make it so this place is a little bit more eco-friendly. Obviously, we're going to have some paved roads on the opposite side here. And some more stuff probably closer to the highway. But for now, let's go grab the dirt road here, pull it off the highway. Do a little curvy road here. And we'll even make the curvy road look a little bit nicer. I like how even in SimCity 4 you have to do this, although not quite as much in this game, thankfully. But yeah, in SimCity 4, this was like the entirety of the game, which is trying to make things look decent. Yeah. Let's go to our water. Let's get some water tower up in here. Very nice. We obviously don't want to pollute the water. I think what we'll do is... This will actually be probably where our trade port goes, now that I think about it, so might want to do some adjustments with this road here. Also, somehow we made a bridge. The bridge went up and then down the hill, but it actually does look like a smooth hill. I guess that's just more of a smoothing idea there. I saw power lines going from the water. I didn't realize that there were power lines. Oh yeah, now that you look at it. Well, these are just a highway. Does this have power lines? Oh, it does. Whoa, would you look at that? It looks very, very nice. Quite lovely indeed. Go to education, and it wants me to make a high school for whatever reason, because it's insane. So like, you should make a high school. What if I just made a high school and nothing else? That would be interesting. Very interesting to say the least. We definitely need lots of power, because we're going to be a city that requires resources. Or, resources. Our city requires to dig up ore, which costs a lot of money. Will this be implemented properly? Will I put in a good spot? Yeah, this would probably be good. Because I'm not going to build anything here, so yeah, there you go. Our coal facility here. We have 17,000 resources left to spend. So we could probably just spend it up in the north. Also, we have plenty of spaces down here in the south. Probably the safest bet would be to start building up top. So let's just do that. Probably would be a good idea to make like, oh, did not mean to do that. Probably would be a good idea to make an avenue that goes up there, but I'm going to be playing it very safe in this town. I want to see if I can just make a nice and simple town here. Also, we're spending money, so let's just not do that. Let's pause the game for a moment. But yeah, I want to make sure that my town does not, like, implode on itself like Boreal's did. Which was not so great. Although, then again, it was a town called Boreal, and everything goes wrong when you choose the name Boreal. So, I mean, it's just kind of how it goes. It's one of the ways of life. You know, water is wet type thing. Let's see. Let's go for something like this. Put that in the middle. And then, obviously, it's going to be like a very boring grid once again, because I'm terrible with grids. Especially when it comes to working in towns where I'm more so focusing on getting ore in town. So, that always will affect everything that I do. Yes, let's see here. So this one just wants me to kind of go like so, huh? Oh, somehow I'm on curvy roads again. I somehow always find a way. I always find a way to be like, I'm on curvy roads. It's my way of life. There we go. Now we're curvy roading it up. Excellent. So many intersections, it's unreal. We're gonna delete a few. Especially this one. And this one. Nice. Very cool. Still kind of a ludicrous amount of intersections on the main highway, and if I was using an avenue or something, it would probably work a little bit nicer. Let's also complete the road over here as well. Again, costing me a fortune to do this. But hey, it's worth doing. Dirt roads aren't that expensive. We can also get a very cheap bond as well. And we're going to need some sewage, so I'll probably just do that at the same time. But first, let's delete the ore. For some reason, I was just keeping that on. Probably because it's easier to see, actually, what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and do residential here. Yes. This will all be residential. And of course, across from them will also be residential. Be cool if I could, like, hold down control, but then, like, press scroll wheel up or something like that, and it would only be the one to the top of the road, if that makes any sense. Nice little convenience there, I don't know. That'd be really cool. Okay. If I go to my road here, if I were to go for high density, say we go for high density, I wonder if I could make it so the zones can go deeper in. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't work out. Who knows? Let's get some marketing going on in the main highway. That should be more than enough, I think, for now. And then we'll get some industrial going on, mainly in areas that I don't have to immediately demolish. So let's take a look at the ore once again. So we could probably put some industrial here, some industrial here, and probably a bit more industrial down here, down here. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Let's build it all over here. This is probably a little too much industrial now that I think about it, so you know what? Since this middle area is very questionable, I'm going to leave it empty. Let's build on the outskirts here. Very unorthodox design, but I like it when I can do things like this, because then it can be a little bit nicer looking. You have a mixture of a grid for residential and something more organic for the industrial that digs up all the minerals. So let's go 3 times speed for a moment. And we should be getting power soon-ish. And I don't really want to take out a bond. I'm wondering if we can actually make enough money here. But I'm not sure if it's going to happen. The land value here is definitely low wealth. You know what? I'm going to take out a small bond. Trust me, small bond. Real small bond. $25,000. Because I really want to get some sewage. I really want to get some sewage handled here. If you guys don't mind, please. Don't mind me. Just want to do something. I have all this land here that's going to be kind of wasted, isn't it? Well, since I'm already going to be taking a dump on this land, I probably should throw down a sewage thing here. I'm going to put it right next, or right across, I guess. Right next to the coal power plant. There we go. It's going to be a bit awkward. I hope the coal power plant doesn't sink to the ground from all the sewage. It's going to be just like plopped right next to it. But you never know. Now we're going to go back to 3 times speed. We should be getting our power in town. Excellent. Very, very nice. Our town hall just got approved. Super excited about that. As for where the town hall should be, I would love it to be in the center of town. But doesn't seem like it wants to happen. Because it's taking up so much space. But you know what? I want to do this. So it's in the center of town, so people can just go to it. Everyone's happy now. This is fantastic. I'm going to do that, and then just see where it goes from there. Congratulations, Mayor. Your hard work has paid off. Now that you've built up your town, give it a name. Alright, we're going to name this town. We're going to name this town Taldir. Sick. Awesome. We doing it. We coming up with names. Everything's looking lovely. Everything's awesome so far. So we're going to need a fire station soon to deal with the industrial, but let's go to parks for a moment and just get something that looks a little bit nicer to help increase the land value. So once again, you guys seen this all before. Get a skate park because everyone loves skate parks. And then maybe a large skate park over here, because, yeah, skate parks are the way of life. And then in the middle here, to increase some more medium land value, I can probably do some medium wealth stuff. Or, not medium wealth stuff, what am I talking about? Grade school stuff. Brain farting all day. It happens, it happens. There we go. Getting those medium wealth buildings. Looking pretty cool. I wish the radius on these things was a bit nicer, so I could like build these on the highway, which is probably where they would be built. Or not on the highway itself, but you know, like on the main road, which I consider these more of main roads than highways, because let's look at them. They're not, that's not a highway, that's some sort of snake. Come on now. Insanity. The need for a residential is going to increase, no doubt. And the question is, how are we going to deal with the population of this town? Are we going to go for some more high density type of stuff? That's always a possibility, for sure. Let's go to our trade ports. Or actually, let's go to drilling? Mining. Mining, that's the one. We need an ore mine. This is going to cost us $22,000, but actually not a whole lot, which is very surprising. Let's go to a trade depot real quick. And of course, the trade port, really expensive, so we're going to hold off on that until we're actually making lots of coin. But let's once again look at the ore map, because I'm blind apparently. I can't remember where everything is. Yeah, let's get the trade depot here. I think we're probably going to remove this road in the middle. I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I mean, not the coal mine. That's fine where it is. But this, like, a little road, this little section here might have to be removed, because I see so much ore. I'm just like, I need that ore. I need that ore. It was a cool idea at first, but now it's a terrible idea. I don't really need the trade port to be on the area that has all my industrial buildings, so I'm just going to put it over here. Does it mean the guy has to drive a little bit farther? Yeah, but meh. Not the end of the world. I keep misclicking there. Okay, so let's go for... Well, we already have freight shipping, so that's great. We're gonna go for raw ore storage. We're gonna max this out on raw ore storage. And keep in mind that we do have low education, so fires are gonna be running rampant in this town once they start going. So we have to be very careful about that. It's very expensive to deal with that crap. And fires are always going to be a problem. But for now, we are able to pay off, or able to pay off. We are able to earn a little bit of money, which I'm very happy for. These skate parks are making the land value look super, super nice. If we want to get a grade school up in here, grade school, only 16,000, but 400 an hour, which is kind of nuts. But definitely going about these towns much slower like this is making it quite easy to earn back all the coin that I need. Let's see here. I'm doing so well in this town. I think I might be renovating soon. Excellent. You know what? I think we are going to make this grade school, because it's like a park, right? And grade school is kind of like a park. And it's going to make that land value go up ever so gently. Put it right in the middle. Smack dab in all the residential. We'll grab the bus stops. This should be pretty easy, right? Put on either side of these streets. And these guys closest to the school can just kind of walk over. But that means now we're going to have a little bit more medium wealth coming into town. Sure, it costs us a good chunk of money to do this, and, you know, negative 10 simoleons an hour just to get the bus stops up and running, but I think this would be very, very nice. Once again, going for that low wealth, not low wealth, medium wealth, low density type of town, which I have grown very fond of. I think if I were to redo a new game, I would probably avoid any sort of medium wealth, and I'll probably stick with only low wealth and maybe high wealth. Have like a weird kind of thing going on there where it's like only low wealth, no medium wealth, and then exclusively high wealth everywhere else. That would be interesting, I think. Let's speed up the game just a little bit here. Obviously, he's a little bit of an information guy. He's probably like, Dr. Vu's being evil, no thanks. I don't care that he's being evil. Screw that Dr. Vu guy. He sucks. He's a big jerk face. So we should be able to get a good chunk of students in here. Only 38 so far. 2 buses should be more than enough to also grab 150 students. Yep. Oh, I see. I guess the bus does fill up, so... What's happening here is the bus is going around, picking up the students, and then having to drop them off before moving on and grabbing the rest of the students. That could potentially be an issue. And I think one thing that would have been really cool... Wait, where's the bus going? The bus ran away! He just kidnapped those kids, man! That bus just kidnapped those kids! Alright, I guess that guy's missing the bus to school, so let's go ahead and put down another bus stop. And make sure these kids know that this is a school, so we'll put this here. And then also the flagpole. Doesn't really matter where the flagpole goes. I guess I'll put it here. Holy shit, look how many kids are in this school. It's like 1 million. We only taught 48. That was 48 people? Barely any people. They're all just walking home. Oh, that's weird. The buses don't take them home? Why is that? Usually a bus would take you home. Steady flow of water here, no problems. Excellent. Things are looking fantastic right now. I'm super happy. Super, super happy. Okay, let's go for a major bond then. We're not going to take out the 3rd bond. But now that we're ready, I think we're going to go for mining almost immediately here because this is obviously what we wanted to do. This has been our goal. Not the ore mine. Or not the coal mine, rather. We know what coal is worth, and it's pretty much nothing. Okay, so we have... Nice little chunk up here. I think I'm going to focus on this then. Yeah. Put this guy down. Very nice. This guy's going to require a decent amount of water, actually, so let's go ahead and make sure he has that water. Just to be safe, I'm going to put one extra one. We're going to get public transit probably at some point in the future, even though the game, the game's asking me for it. I don't feel like I need it just yet, but I will get it at some point, because it's still useful, no matter what. So now we are grabbing ore. Let's go edit. Let's put up a sign, because they're always sexy. I love signs. Signs are the best. Ore shaft. Yeah. This should hopefully get us all the ore that we possibly could ever want. Perfect. So that $100,000 bond is going to allow us to hopefully make some money, and we're still in the positives right now. That's what we want to make sure that we're in. We always want to make sure that we're in the positives. We're going to collect this ore. And we're actually going to hold on to the ore until we get around 40 to 50 tons of it. And then we're just going to sell it off quite quickly, actually. Go back to our trading. We need not a trade HQ, actually. If we go to mining, I think it's the metals HQ. Mine 96 tons of coal or raw ore in a day, 7.3 so far. So it's about next day almost. So that's when we'll be doing all that stuff. Our sewage has actually gotten a little bit worse here. So let's go ahead and put this guy right across from the other one. Just for now. There we go. Double sewage action going on here. Not too bad, not too bad. Now the reason I put these guys across is because if you've seen the previous episode where we had a sewage problem, these guys only suction in, basically the first one suctions the most, and then the next one sucks in the second most, and goes on from there. So if they're both even on the road, it means they'll both be pulling it out at a fairly even pace, usually at an even pace. Although I guess this guy's technically closer, so he's pooping it out first. It's a weird mechanic. It's kind of the way that the procedural, like, outflow and inflow goes. Oh, we're in the negatives. Negative 75 simoleons an hour, but we have not sold any of our ore just yet, so that's fine. We'll keep it at 3 times speed. We'll try and keep building up this trade depot. And things should be fine. How are we doing on crimes? 3 criminals at large. So this is where things start getting a little bit out of hand, but hopefully with this ore, we're going to be okay. Let's take a look here.
Was it too late
If you get us to 2,500 residents, we'll be able to incorporate ourselves as a small city. I will definitely do that because we're basically right there. And there's not going to be a whole lot of changes just yet because we need a fire department. Oh! There's a fire out large. So, what better thing to do than to build a fire department right in the middle of the area? There you go. Actually, that's probably a bad spot for it. Nope, it was perfect. Okay, excellent. Woo! We're doing good. We need to stop spending and get out of the red. Oh, man. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be fine. Soon, we're going to sell this ore, and things are going to be good. Also, we're going to take out a bond. There's also that. Actually, you know what? We're just going to start selling this to the market. 7,500. It's not much, but we'll turn it into alloy in the future. There we go. Sell that off. Keep us a little bit more afloat, please. It shouldn't be so difficult, should it? I guess if the freight train decides to actually, or freight vehicle actually decides to sell the ore, that'd be nice. Come on, guys. Just sell it. Sell 10 tons. That's all I'm asking for. I don't want to take out another bond, is what I'm saying here. There we go. Close call, close call. Now we're good. Now we're in the clear. Alright. Sick. Residential demand is still a decent amount. Actually, apparently we can put down a bit more industrial, so let's go take a look at our ore layout here. And let's just plop down a little bit more of this lovely stuff. Very nice. Should be okay. And just a little bit more industrial. Not too much, but just a little bit. Just a little bit to help it out. Cool. And I guess down here we could probably start building a bit more residential. Oh yeah, now the money's coming in. There we go. I'm liking that. Now if we go back to specialization, how are we doing on digging up ore? It says we are at 56.5 so far for the day, so hopefully if we dig out just a bit more, things will be pretty awesome there. But we're definitely raking in the cash just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but we are definitely getting money. And once it gets converted into alloys and stuff, that would be really, really cool. So let's grab this little location here. Don't want it to be curvy. I don't know why I had that set up. Oh, snap. Oh, actually, it would be pretty cool if I built out this way. The problem is that's going to feel so sectioned off, so I think for now we're going to hold off until I figure out a better way to do this. Alright, a little bit of a weird area here. Just something that we can use. Cool. Not bad at all. Okay, let's go for residential. This will probably be some medium density stuff in the future. But first, actually, we need a park, don't we? We do need a park, don't we? Yes. Woo! And you guys need a baseball court, but that's expensive. Too rich for my blood at this point. These guys can live with their little baseball court. Hopefully the industrial over here doesn't make them all sick. It's quite possible, though. Oh man, we're actually making a good amount of bank, though. So you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea to go ahead and make that baseball court. Or maybe just something small. You know what? We don't need a baseball court. We can just make something smaller. Like a basketball court. Exactly. There we go. There you go, guys. Look how few people, though, get that going on. Yes, a petition to make a Metals HQ is exactly what I wanted. So this Metals HQ, we'll just go into the highway here. I like to have my main special buildings up in the highway. I guess we can probably build it right around here. Why not? Build it across from the trade port? Sure. Or trade depot? Trade port? Whatever. You know what I mean. There we go. Things are going quite swimmingly, actually. If we get a smelting factory, we could really turn these worthless rocks into something special. Absolutely. Alloys, metals, golden statues of yourself. It's all possible. Awesome. I would do it, because that's my plan anyway. So now we need to plop down a smelting facility, and to get the smelting facility, we need the smelting division, and to get that, we need to sell $160,000 worth of metals in daily profit. Definitely going to happen in the future, but for now, I'm going to be wrapping up today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast making up this new city of Taldir. It's already off to a fantastic start. We're making good bank, and we're just about to get back into the positives in terms of taxes and all that stuff. So, very excited for this. Hope you guys are too. Have a fantastic day. Take it easy.